Hello, my name is Odyssey, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Banner Saga. So, what just happened? We had a fleet of longboats arrive just now, just over here, and we had Grognir or Vognir? Vognir, I think. And Hakon, his brother, and I believe they are next in line. He is next in line for the king of the Val, the race of horned giants here. And he arrived with Prince Luden of the men here. So yeah, interesting. And we've got a choice to talk to either Hakon or Luden, or go to the Great Hall. Let's talk to Hakon, because it seems like that's what we want to do, or what the game wants us to do anyway. Scrivener! You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Val. Strand is no stranger to Val, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Vognir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. Oh, racism. Probably true. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. I like that a Scrivener like him is still able to just... You'd wipe the floor with ordinary human fighters. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself as well. What's a yox? It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Val could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swathe through dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Okay, so these guys are just... they are the badasses of the Val. They're legendary fighters and next in line for kingship and basically leading all of the Val. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Cool. So now I'm drunk. Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful. Considering I'm about to talk to a prince. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Val who must be working for Louddon. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Louddon. Wow, he looks ugly. He looks ugly and he looks evil. That's for damn sure. And he has some sort of ring which proves he's evil. All the evil people have rings like that. No one good has a ring like that. And is that a dragon? Doesn't look like it. Where's its wings if it's a dragon? Right there. Hold on. There. What is that? Is that a dragon? Is that like, it looks almost like a Tibetan dragon, more than a Western dragon. I don't know. Anyway, what voice does this guy have? Yes. No, that's not right. I should probably give him just like a really posh voice or something. Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We cross by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just to introduce myself, I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. I have a habit of recording history. A Val historian? Aha, don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. This voice, God, it doesn't really suit him at all, but it's fun to do. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Luden takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Vognir comes to our capital in Arberang. And now we go to the Val's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men and Val. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. My cockles are cold. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Okay. So, he's a posh bastard, really, isn't he? He thinks he's too good for everything. And, yeah, he suddenly looks evil. He's probably going to become the evil mastermind behind it all. Okay, Great Hall. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. Yeah, that's the point, actually. Like, how do you know? How do you know in any way? There aren't watches or anything in that time, are there? No. They're probably just some sort of old clocks. The governor's crest adorns the supply levers. All there, just as promised to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eirik had anything to do with that. Okay. Plus 20 renown. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner. It was Wagner. Okay, great. Wagner is already here. A while later, Luden and his men appear groggy and disheveled. Mogger steps forward. What kind of a name is Mogger? That sounds hilarious. Mogger steps forward. Apologies to anyone watching this video whose name is Mogger, by the way. All 20 of you. Mogger steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. Yes, we are ready. You follow Mogger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Okay. Alright. So now, away from Strand, we cannot click on that. This is just a cutscene, I guess. I love the art style of this game. Look at the trees in the background. Just looks amazing. And what is that in the mountain in the distance? What's that castle there, or the tower? I hope we get to go there soon. Ooh. The caravan stops for the day, so 2 days have now passed. A gift, says Mogger. Oh, I need to figure out a voice for Mogger. It's tough because all giants in my head are going to sound the same. Maybe I should give this guy a really squeaky voice and say, a gift, a gift. No, I can't do that voice. It's funny, I've not actually quite recovered from the illness that I had weeks ago. Like, I've recovered from it pretty fully, apart from the fact that it's really hard to go into like falsetto with my voice now, and it's been so long. It's very disconcerting. Anyway, let's just do a normal voice for now, and then we can continue thinking about it. A gift, says Mogger, cracking open meat casks, from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. So I can drink a little, drink a lot, or toast to Wagner. Toast to does that involve drinking? Is this incremental, like that's the sober option and that's the absolutely plastered option? Or is it that a toast is simply a toast and you're not getting drunk? I'm gonna drink a little. I'm gonna go easy about this. You go easy. You've nothing against a good drink, of course. But if anyone's going to keep an eye on things, it may as well be you. The revelers eventually fall asleep without incident. Okay, that's surprising. You know, I was expecting some sort of horrible thing to happen, some sort of fight to break out and killing all of my warriors. Oh my god, I've just noticed, how many Val do we have now? 366 Val. That's insane. And we still have 66 days supplies, apparently. I'm not sure how that works. Okay, you rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Margur is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Luden stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Okay. Ah, it's Luden. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? You have to make the posh voice when you do it. It's just like, how long to Grofheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. I'll show you on a map. Oh, I remember this map. This map I saw in an LP of this ages ago. This map looks incredible. Okay, so pan around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can select any location and get some history about it. When you're done with the map, press B. Look at this map. So that's where we are, right here. Whoa. And all of these places here, you can click on them and get a bit of information about it. Like, this could take up, like, 5 episodes in of itself, just looking at all of these places. Look, it's a boat! Longships. The modern longship has been constructed to be much better at hauling goods than raiding and pillaging, as it used to do in the early days of men. Ever since the alliance is formed by Men and Val, there's been more need for freight than war along the west coasts, and the murky bogs of the east are of no value whatsoever. So, hold on, can we zoom out? Oops, that's not what I meant. How do you zoom on my Steam controller? Okay, whoa! This is a big place. Big place. Big map. What's Dunder's Beard? An enormous land of ice separated from the rest of the world by a frozen strait. Dunder's Beard is the sort of place you name after the gods and leave to them as well. The few who have explored the blasted wasteland have either found nothing or never been found again. Cool. What is this? The cardinal directions. Early did mankind begin sailing up and down the coasts, but also out into the vast, searching for new continents. Of the many secrets the early sailors learned was the sunstone, which helped them to deduct the direction they were sailing, even with the sun shrouded behind clouds. They have put so much effort into the world building and the map here. Like, not just the big things, but look, the little island of Stem has a paragraph around it as well. Near Dunder's Beard rests a curious exception, an island of solid stone, seemingly untouched by the surrounding ice and glaciers. Though explored from end to end and top to bottom, there doesn't seem to be anything exceptional about the massive boulder, so it remains a simple oddity. Interesting. A simple odyssey? Wow. Oh, the hammer and the anvil. The counterpart to the anvil placed by the gods to smash the ice here in the north. It is more likely that there was once a land bridge connecting the anvil to the hammer, and that the shifting ice would crash against itself repeatedly, but this is a decidedly more mundane explanation. Why'd you have to ruin it? It was so mystical before. At the top of the world is a piece of ice that looks as though it has been thoroughly smashed by a god's hammer. It is more likely... Yeah, okay. Wow. So hold on. Where were we headed? This is Strand right here. So that's where we were, as close as anything comes to a bastion of racial tolerance. Both Men and Val compete to scratch out a living in this, the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god Dengler still watches over it, granting good fortune. Interesting. Obviously not to those Scalvings that we murdered in there. They didn't get the best of fortune. But it looks like we're on the Wandering Road here. At the end of the First Great War, the Vile had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Okay, right, so that's something to bear in mind. So, where's the cutoff point then? All of this then is Land of Men, I'm guessing? Like, yeah, mankind. Okay, cool. So that's the Land of Men, and up here, probably all of this area is the Land of Giants, of Val. Okay, so the Wandering Road. The Val had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above the Bratterbrek Peaks, which I assume are these, the lands crawled with furious, war-minded dredge. The first Val king, Einar, led the entire Val race across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away dredge as they went, before forming the first Val kingdom at Einartoft. Where is Einartoft? Is that... no. Yeah, Einartoft. Oh, come on. Back. There. The home of the first king, Einar, who carved his empire into the crook of the Bratterbrek and Wormscale mountains. The Val fortress, hewn into the rock itself, eclipses all but the greater accomplishments in the north. Grofheim. Is that where we're going? The last home of the Val and the seat of their power, founded by Arnfinnr, Arnfinner, the second Val king. So it's Einar and then Arnfinner. Though the Val have moved around a lot, most consider Grofheim their capital. The deeds of Val are honoured here, and all warriors of worth are buried at the foot of the two spears, where they are said to become part of the Val's march itself. So we're either going to Grofheim or to Einartoft, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So, well, let's head back then. Grofheim. Okay, we're going to Grofheim. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skrimmerstead? Why not take the ships to Skrimmerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. You stupid man. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrimmerstead. God, that's difficult to say. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Oh, I love glaciers. They're my favourite thing. I like them more than chocolate. Luden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. I need a drink from doing those voices. Wow. Okay. Okay, barking, blah, 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 blah. Luden exhales through the nose. He said that. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Vognir. It's hilarious that they have the same voice and they're constantly arguing. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vedderfell if we're lucky. Oh, where was Vedderfell? I want to kind of chart our progress. Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. Okay, I should remember that. That's probably going to be really useful. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war. Oh, interesting. And affect your willpower in combat. Oh, that's really useful then. Okay, so I need high morale. But each passing day it will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. That's the flip side of it. Okay. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back to the road. So, heroes over there. We've got rest here. And training there. But it wants me to click heroes. Okay, so I've got my party. And I can move them around. This is the order, I guess, that they move in when in battle. So, well, hello there. You're big. Hold on. Mogger is an old hand. Mogger is an old hand in Val culture, long on the front line of the fight against the dredge. He's had the occasional brush with leading a clan of his own, but eventually settled well into commanding Vognir's personal army of Val warriors, and is highly respected among them. So he's a shield master, so get out of the way. I want to see what his shield is. Okay, so his ability... Bring the pain. The shield master strikes an adjacent enemy for armor damage. Before hunkering down and boosting his passive ability, return the favor, to return even more armor damage for one turn. By using Bring the Pain, the Shield Master can create a forward charge that punishes enemies for ganging up against him. What? Okay. So he strikes an adjacent enemy for armor damage, and then he does a better version of his passive. So what's his passive? A character who attacks the shield... Oh, I see. It's the counter-attacking thing. So a character who attacks this guy is going to lose 1 point of armor for each strike he makes. and it triggers every time the shield banger takes damage from an adjacent enemy, which can make it devastating to hit him with attacks that strike multiple times. Okay, that's gonna work well, I feel. And so Bring the Pain returns even more damage. Right, so normal break attack and +1 to return the favor. So the enemy loses 2 points of armor for every attack he makes on this guy, and then it's +3 and then +4. And I also improve the break attack. Okay, so this guy is all about destroying armor, which is good to know. Good to know. Very good. Very good to know. So we've got, if I click here. Okay, so we've got the Lore, the Renown. Renown is gained from defeating enemies and can be spent to upgrade your characters. So you spend this value to upgrade. Ability, yep, we know the ability. Armor blocks damage. Your strength minus their armor equals damage. Fair enough. So it's just a flat amount, easy to understand. That's a good thing about this game. Like, it's a very interesting system, but it's all very, flat values, very easy to understand. And yet there's a real amount of depth to this combat system. I can see why everyone liked it. Like, this is a critically acclaimed game. Strength is both damage and health. Yep, if it drops to 0, the unit falls unconscious. Willpower is spent to move further, hit harder, and perform your ability, but does not replenish. Exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Yep, we've talked about that. Break is the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to an enemy's armor. So when you do a break attack, then that is the highest amount that you can deal in damage. Interesting. Stats. Max stats is the current amount of points added to this character next to the maximum amount of points in their current rank. Okay. Kills needed to promote to the next rank. So yeah, promotion is based upon that character, that specific character getting kills. Good to know. So this guy has decent break. He has a lot of armor and a fair amount of damage. Not much willpower at all, and not much break. Fair enough. Gunnulf. He killed like everyone last time. He's got a lot of damage. A fair amount of armor. I'd like for him to have a bit more armor if he's going to be on the front lines. Not much willpower at all. Actually, hold on. I've been looking at the current amount. This is the max amount. The current is less than the max just because we've already been in battle. Let's talk about Gunnulf. Let's talk about Gunnulf. It's the new hit soap opera. When Ubin became the Vaal King's tax collector, he was given an entourage of bodyguards to help transport gold collected across... Is that an H? Hraun. Gunnulf is the only one from the original group still alive, and for good reason. Okay, fair enough. Life has been tough for these guys then. And he has Tempest. Yep, we know Tempest. Heavy impact. The warrior hits so hard that any enemies standing adjacent to his target on a strength attack take 1 strength damage from the shockwave. So an AoE attack. And Tempest also triggers the Warhawk's passive ability, Heavy Impact, which in turn... blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Good to know. I'll come back to promoting him in a second. Luden, the Spearmaster. He's got a nice amount of strength, a surprising amount of strength and armor for a human, actually. I was expecting it to be less. Nice amount of exertion as well. Let's read about him. Luden is the Prince of Men, the first heir of a vast kingdom, though unliked by peers and rivals on account of his highborn attitude and his voice. Few question his intelligence, combat skills, or courage. Okay, fair enough. What is this? What the? Whoa. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Am I missing something? Hakon! Yeah, he's got a lot of willpower. No, yeah, well, alright amount of willpower. Good amount of exertion and break. What's his ability? The Warmaster hits even harder than an average warrior with no chance to miss. He can wreak havoc with an additional +1 strength and +1 break damage to the target, plus bonuses to heavy impact. Sundering impact is best used when carefully positioned to impact as many enemies around the target as possible in a single strike. +1 braid, heavy impact, +1 strength, +1 braid. Okay, and heavy impact, which is the same as, was it Wagner? Yeah. Okay, with no chance to miss. That'll be useful for someone who has, I guess, like a large amount of armor, who has a chance to deflect, because does it mean there's no chance for it to deflect? I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. And that's it. Manga. So, hold on. What happened to... Do we not have Louddon as a fighter then? I guess if he's just a Scrivener, he's always going to hang back in the fight. Fair enough. Okay, let's promote this guy. Promotion. The greatest warriors on the battlefield are those who live past their first battles to start a journey down the path to legend. Build higher stats, increase your item rank. Oh, is that what the thing was? The little circle here is where you can put items, maybe? I don't know. Well, yeah. Okay, let's see. Do you want to promote for 5 renown? We have 35, so hell yeah. Okay, so now we can spend... Okay. Hold on, did I get this wrong? Is this actually some sort of max amount for the character? Some sort of permanent upper limit rather than the normal maximum? Does that make any sense at all? I don't know. Let's... I feel like I should give him some break. Give him a break and give him a bit of armor as well. Don't know if that's the right thing to do, but we're doing it. Still don't know what that's about. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's be off. He's a level 2 now, unlike the rest. Okay, so we've now got the choice to leave, to rest, or to train. We've got great morale. There's no point in resting at all. We've got heroes again. Oh, is that our guy? Is that Louddon? I think that's Louddon. He's just surveying the camp. That's a nice touch. I love the style of this. Very, very layered. Awesome. Anyway, let's do some training. Why not? Go into a fight. Have we? I don't think we've had a fight this episode, have we? I'm not sure. Training tent. The training tent allows you to test your party against a team of clansmen of equal power. Training fights never injure your allies or grant renown, but they do let you test strategies and safety. That's fine. The trainer, this guy, will give hints about playing effectively and has something to say about each ability. Come here to test out new characters as they join you. Tap end training to stop the battle at any time. That's a really awesome concept. Hold on a second. Is it just this one person? Really? Oh no, there's another guy here. Okay, fair enough. I was going to say, it's still a bit outnumbered, a bit outmatched, it seems, unless they're like really incredible. Well, I mean, I think the thing to do is to take out the archer immediately, because this guy was too far away to do anything about it. Protect the strong by sacrificing the weak. Tough decisions need to be made. Okay. I wonder if I can kill in one hit. Not quite. Nearly. But effectively, hit them hard enough and their friends will feel it. Yeah, effectively, she now has 2 strength, which means every attack that she does upon one of my characters is going to be a mosquito bite. It's not going to... We don't even need to care about her anymore. So... Louddon... let's just move him down here. I guess one thing is that these guys move twice as often as any of my characters individually. Impale. Knockback 1 tile. Target bleeds 1 strength per move on next turn. Ah, interesting. But they need to be right next to him in order for that to work. Let's just end turn then. she used some willpower there to deal 4 break damage. If you can take a hit, you can return one. Damn right. I like this guy, this trainer. Obviously on our side, because we're Varl, like him. Nothing I can do with this guy. Let's just end turn. Okay, so he's got that passive, which adds armor to both of them. Did a bit of health damage, but not much at all. Let's move over here. What does Bring the Pain do again? Break damage to target and +1 to return the favor. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's just deal some break damage to this guy. Yep, that was just one damage. And now let's just continue breaking him. Continue breaking him. Whoa, okay. That did a lot of damage. That's a painful character, actually. Let's kill this one off. Just a little bit of willpower. That's all that we need. Hold on. What am I doing? Ah, just attack. God damn it. Nope. What? Why can't I confirm this attack? Oh, I clicked hit. I don't know what I was doing there. Obviously, I clicked that button. Wow. This guy is really hurting my best warrior. Let's move him over here. Nothing I can do. End turn. Nothing he can do. End turn. Yeah. I guess our guy might die here, so maybe we should just do a break attack and make sure that our guys deal the damage that they need to. I hope this isn't using up willpower for the, actual real world stuff. Dunno. Hope not. That's him down. Wow. I've got better things to do with my time if you're not going to make an effort. Oh, what a bastard. Sundering impact, maybe? Nah. There we go. 1-hit kills. That's the result of bringing his armor down. You can do attacks like that. Okay, interesting. Interesting. That little man dealt a lot more damage than I expected, so we're gonna have to be careful. I'm obviously very new to this game. I'm not an expert on it by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really interesting figuring out this combat system, the best things to do, how to use it, all of that stuff. I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I know that was a lot of kind of waiting around in camp, doing stuff in camp rather than progressing the story. But yeah, I find it all fascinating. It doesn't have to be a fight in order to be interesting for me. So yeah, I'm sure next episode we're going to be leaving. We're going to be continuing to go on the road, and I'm sure things are going to happen then. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I have been Odyssey, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.